Welcome, ladies and gents, to the second episode of the what's this shit called again?
The Inexplicable podcast. I didn't even name it.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, welcome, guys. There's only three of us now. One of us is a pussy.
He got executed.
Yeah, I killed him. His name's Rockville. If you get that, I love you.
I mean, I don't think we should blame our guests for not coming on a second time.
Nah,
guess.
it's his fault. Fuck him. Evan, if you're listening, I hope you get ligma.
Evan, you're an alright guy, but hello. From the
Oh, fuck. I fucked up.
Well, we forgot introductions.
Kate's
Oh
balls
yeah.
are
I'm. These are your hosts. I'm Cade, or also known as Nid. Nice one, guys.
I'm
hang
Dan,
on.
also known as Dan the Man, but just call me Jim.
Right, so he's got superhero names. Gotcha. So my name's Sunday Morning, also known as Joshua.
Okay, I said Cade, also known as Nid. You guys.
Yeah,
did
well,
the
I
two-
want it to be different, so fuck you.
No, you both did it though.
Just
we want it to be
jump
different,
into
so fuck you.
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Dan, do more
Okay, well,
was good. There was
Throwing
still
back
a
to
podcast
last episode's topic, Ben 10.
Ben 10.
Oh, Ben 10. Best show in 21st bloody century. I love the shit out of fucking Ben 10, as you already know.
It was
But-
the best, man.
It was the best. I have all four seasons on DVD, and then all 10 Alien Force seasons. And I gave up on Alternate Alien because I was a little bit older and I thought it's not cool anymore. But it is still cool, Daniel. What were you thinking? And also the show kind of lost it after a bit. But yeah, that first 4 seasons was so good. I can still name all 10 aliens. Don't make me do it.
My favorite episodes
Yeah.
were the ones with the it had Mummy, whatever you called him, the werewolf, and they were
Yeah.
in a oh, come on, Cade, you're being retarded. Like crashed
What's
ships
that?
and
Yeah, no, and I was like ghost shit, yeah.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
that was the one of the freak. I don't know. It was connected to that one kind of, but like the freakiest and weirdest plotline of that was the ghost freak. One of these aliens with like it was like taking over him or something weird, and he like couldn't control it, and Ghost Freak was just taking control of him.
He was alive inside the Omnitrix, and whenever he
Yeah.
became Ghost Freak would actually become in control.
Yeah, and then after that, like after those few episodes, he just didn't be Ghost Freak anymore because he just died. I'm like, well, that was an easy solution, I guess. But like, wow. Yeah, and my favorite episode all time, like if you watch a lot of Ben 10, it almost was everyone's. It was one of the last ones of the last few seasons, and literally they did the classic TV show thing of let's get every fucking bad guy we have and chuck them all together, and they all fought Ben 10. There's this one shot that I love, and they literally they're panning across the top of this hill, and there's every bad guy from Ben 10.
Is
And
it the...
like 10-year-old me is like, oh, probably 10, yeah, is just listening. Oh my god, it's Alien Guy, it's Joker Man, it's you know.
Was it the one where they had like the
And it
purple
was the coolest shit ever.
rays of doom or whatever they called it, and it would shoot into the sky and turn everyone into zombies?
I don't think so. The one I remember was they were trying to do something or other. No, I think that was Ultimate Alien or something. That one. 'Cause I don't
No,
remember that.
it was original. It was the original.
Oh,
Because remember he turned into what was it? Wrecking Ball?
Cannonball.
Cannonball, yeah.
So I watched as much Ben 10 as the next guy, but I've got no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. I just chilled in my little corner with the first season of Ben 10 and
Yeah.
a Ben 10 game on my PSP, and that was about it.
Did you ever watch? Oh my god, the Ben 10 game on. I had that on the DS. I remember. I got a funny story about that actually. So I remember there was a level. I think you verse a sand. I can't remember. I remember for some reason.
Sans?
Some sort of...
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No, actually, shut up. No, actually, the first time it was Vilgax. It's like the last level of the game,
Oh yeah.
and you versed Vilgax, and I couldn't beat it. And so what I did, I know my next door
Just
neighbor
beat
who was
it.
decently into games, and for some reason I knew he was into Ben 10. And so what I did, I sent him a letter I wrote a letter, and I'm like, hey, Brendan, could you please help me beat Vilgax in Ben 10 on the DS? Thank you. In like broken words because I was like really young,
You
and
sent
I
him a
put it in,
letter.
and I walked over next door because he lives next fucking door, and put it in his mailbox. And I waited a response. And then I don't know, we came over to mine, and maybe I just put the game in the letterbox. And he beat the last boss for me, and I was so happy. And you could like just muck around after that or something. And I remember, I think I broke the game, so I lost it all again. So I started replaying it. And the dumbest thing was, I got stuck up to that boss, and I asked him for help. But it wasn't the last one; it was one before that I hadn't finished.
Wait, really?
So I made him do an earlier level. I don't know if I even finished it again that time. But yeah, it was some early level. Even though I did it, I just couldn't do it again.
Speaking of TV show based games, did you guys ever play that Simpsons game? On
Since
DS?
it's hit and run.
No. It was on the DS. It was like a platform, I believe.
Is it the one where like? No, I got no idea.
Oh, I forgot. I remember like I used to stay up till like 3 o'clock in the morning playing it.
Do you get to play as Bart and Lisa and like do like
Yeah.
some?
I
Fucking
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's since it's
shit.
hit and run.
No. It's not like open
Oh.
world. It was like a story
Oh.
and
It was just The Simpsons game.
maybe.
Because I know
yes.
that existed.
I think I know what you're talking about.
No, I remember like shit with those two aliens that everyone knows.
Yeah, that was kind of related to the
Oh,
plot in that game, I'm pretty
there
sure.
was one.
I don't
where
remember it well enough, but I do remember it a little bit.
One of the missions was like you're in a museum. You have to like jump across like a.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
no,
what I
I'm,
mean.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at
that's
this.
exactly what I'm.
I looked,
what
yeah,
fucking-
I definitely
yeah.
played some of this one.
And you have to jump across like a T-Rex skeleton.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember. There's some crazy weird stuff. I remember, actually, you know what, tell my funniest story about playing games when I was really young and really late at night. I think I might have told this one to you, Cade. When I was 10, 9, something, I wanted to play Animal Crossing, the Wii version. I think it's called Let's Go to the City. And I wanted to play on the Wii, and I was like really late at night, so what I did, but it's it's a Wii, it's hard to sneak around. And so I got out my room, I walked across the little corridor to the games room. I turn up the Wii goes like shit. And so I immediately turn it down heaps. And then I have one of those old big box TVs. And so when you turn one of those on, it doesn't just like, turn on. It goes and like, it's like a weird buzzing noise. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And I'm like 10, trying to get this TV to shut up. And then I've done it, and then it starts up. And then I think I've turned all the noises off. But then as soon as I like start up Animal Crossing, the Wiimote goes and like a sound comes out the Wii remote because I had a little microphone in it.
Oh,
And like,
yeah.
what the shit is this? I mean, I even found a way to turn that down, and I thought, okay, I'm in the clear. No one's got me. I can play Animal Crossing all fucking night. And so I'm playing, and I remember I was playing it, but the Wiimote, I couldn't set the vibrations, and that made a decent amount of noise somehow. It was just like every now and then, I was like, and I'm like, shit, okay, it's alright, I won't notice. And then I remember I heard like very, very faint footsteps. Until I like really close. I'm like, shit, stop going. So I ran to the TV, I like tripped over like 3 different things. The room was a mess. And then I ran to the TV, turned it off. And then I'm hiding, and the room's completely dark now because the TV is the only thing lighting it up.
Oh no.
And so I'm standing there with my button on the off, holding the light that shines from the Wii, like I'm like covering it with my hands. And then my mom goes, Daniel, is that you? And honestly, best improv excuse I've ever done was, yeah, I just heard the Wii making weird noises, and so I came to turn it off. And I think she fell for it. She's like, oh, okay, just go to bed. I'm like, yeah, I will. See you, Mom. And my heart has never been racing so much in my entire life. So, yeah.
Have you ever told your mom that story?
Oh, fuck. I don't think so. I
Oh,
mean,
you're so good.
I feel
I
like
don't
that's
know if she'd
something you
remember.
admit to at your 18th. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if she'd remember or not, but
yeah,
it
no,
was
it's like on your 18th is when you admit all the fucking stupid shit that you got away with as a kid.
Yeah.
Not when you're fucking 16 or 17.
Yeah, no, and I was thinking of like just because it might be one of those parent things, you know, when they know what you're doing, but they let you get away with it because it was like at night she could be, oh, just go to bed, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
But like, wow, I thought I got away with it, and then I'm lying in bed, I don't even sleep for like 2 hours because I'm like, and I'm like, oh my god, dang, you did it, she didn't notice, you put an excuse thing, you're a genius. And
Your
I'm
like,
like, I could,
equations flying through your head.
I'm like, oh, Daniel, you're so good. You could do it again, Daniel.
Yeah, because that excuse is gonna work twice. Fucking.
Yeah, I know.
The
It was
wheel's making
still
noises
making noise
again.
after I turned it off.
Jesus. No. Fucking. I had a Wii, right? And the only games we had on it were like fucking Wii Fit and Wii Sports because it was a Wii and I had the PS2. So
Wii.
why would I buy a shit for the Wii?
Yeah.
But in saying that, playing Wii Fit was surprisingly fucking fun.
Wii Fit's alright. I don't know Wii Fit.
Yeah, no. And so I was on the board one day, right? I was on the board. Yeah, I was fucking skating around with it. No.
Yeah,
I was playing Wii Fit one day. And you know that meditation game in the Wii Fit, right? You have to like be as
do the
still as
poses
possible.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So my sister would always be so freakishly good at that, right? She would always get like she would never fail it, right? The candle would never blow out, and I would always fail it like a minute in. It was so stupid. I got so jealous of her because of that. So I'm pretty sure, like, because we were very competitive, I'm pretty sure there was a way to like check like scores based on like which me fucking did better.
Yeah.
And in order to beat her, I decided to come up with this elaborate plan to make the Wii Fit board think that I was on it, right? By using a selective amount of kitchen items
to
my my weight. So
it would have been easy just to hack into her account and run her score.
What I grabbed was I grabbed a bag of flour. I grabbed
holding a
jar of flour, right? I put the jar of flour on top of the bag of flour. And I assumed that would be enough, right? And so I tried it and it didn't work. It was like, please get on the board. I'm like, oh, fuck you too. So, me, not really understanding weight at that age, I decided to go ahead and grab every single knife, every single piece of cutlery out of my drawer.
God.
And I stabbed it into the bag of flour.
Didn't it just spill out?
It didn't at first. So I was just sitting there, stabbing knives, forks into the flour, right? And then I got to the spoons because I ran out of knives and forks. And I wasn't sure whether to do it handle side or spoon side. So I just jammed the fucking spoon in the middle. And that caused like a chain reaction to all of them. And it fucking just...
Oh my god, that brings like a similar type of story. Was when I remember there was an update, or maybe it was an original one. But in Wii Fit, you could like do one for your dog somehow.
What?
And like you could, yeah, it was weird. You could your pets, your dogs and cats, you could like track their fitness somehow, and you had to put them on the Wii Fit board.
That sounds like animal abuse.
Things. It was dumb. It was done. It didn't really work. But you could like put your thing on it, it'd weigh your dog, and it'd say how healthy your dog was or whatever. And it was that. And I remember, but I never had a dog. My mom's just not a fan of dogs for whatever reason. I still go off at her because I want dogs. But I remember me and Luke put out our Build-A-Bear dogs on the Wii Fit board, and the game is like, your dog is unhealthily thin. And we're like, what? No, they're just skinny. And it was the dumbest thing.
They're just anorexic, it's fine.
Because I had a flop, you know.
I need to feed them once a month, yeah? For me, like, I know I fucking loved Guitar Hero. Oh, it was so good.
Yes.
Oh, there was also this game.
I never had Guitar Hero, but I had Lego Band or whatever that one was called.
Oh, yeah. Lego Band.
And we didn't have, because that one was just for all of them, whatever instrument you had. And for some reason, I had a microphone, and so all I could do was the microphone. I didn't have any of the other tools and things. So I sang like, my number one jam on that was We the Kings, check yes, Juliet. I don't know if you know that song, but God, that's so perfectly of its era, and I sang the fuck out of it.
Nah, because I played so much Guitar Hero on the PS2. Like there are just certain songs that like my dad plays or I just that's on the radio or something that
Yeah.
it plays and I instantly just get that kind of muscle memory to like fucking play a fucking Guitar Hero guitar because I would spend hours and hours trying to fucking learn shit like fucking Genie in a Bottle or
Yeah.
Cherry Pie. Just hours and hours trying to learn that on expert difficulty, and holy fuck, it fucking drives people crazy sometimes because like I'm just in the front seat with my mom and fucking Cherry Pie comes on and I instantly start fucking doing it. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Oh boy, what an era! Like as consoles, everyone loves their Xboxes and their PlayStations ever, but I don't think anything has ever got as much joy as like any Nintendo console. Just the Wii. The Wii was, I think it's one of my favorite consoles ever, and now it's just outdated. But for its time, it was just so like revolutionary, and anyone could play. All you had to do was swing the bloody remote.
Yeah.
And that was the great of it. Like my grandparents still have one, and they use it every now and then because old people. But it's just it was so much fun, and it was so dumb. And I loved it so much. Like I cannot describe how much love I have for the Wii. There's so many memories.
Rats ate my Wii controllers.
How was that even possible? That's a big rat.
Okay, so I think it was actually multiple mice. I don't know, but so I was playing some Wii Sports, right? Doing the 100-pin bowling, and I was eating some Smith's chips while I was doing it. Some nice salt and vinegar Smith's chips.
As you do, getting the controls all nice and greasy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was eating them, not wiping them or anything, just eating them, fucking whole-handing them, and then taking my controllers.
Yeah.
And so...
Did your controllers circumcised or uncircumcised?
Nope, they were uncircumcised.
Shut up, Ben.
So, I turned off the Wii after a while, right? After I finished my Smith's chips. I put the controllers back into like the little cupboard thing. And I wake up the next morning, and I go to play the Wii, and like... Fucking half the controller's fucking skin is like it's been circumcised, and half of the fucking face of the controller is gone.
Oh my god!
Mice ate it.
I've been eating it. Oh, it's disgusting. But holy shit, that's funny though. Oh, I'm not gonna rant about it much, but the most useless things ever in all of existence are the plastic like tennis things and different things that were added to the Wiimote. They did nothing. They just looked okay, I guess, and some of them, none of them worked though. Like I remember half of them would fall apart. You'd like screw the top of the baseball bat. They didn't even look good. Your one job is just for looks, and you couldn't look alright.
Yeah, they were so useless, and I still lived by them religiously. I would always put them on every time I played baseball.
No, the only ones that did help were the Mario Kart wheels.
I was gonna say
yes.
That's the only ones that were good.
And also the guns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never played those ones. But
playing some fucking Time Crisis or something.
Yeah.
The fucking guns were great.
I
think I played my. Sorry, yeah.
Technically, the Guitar Hero guitars are plastic attachments.
Yeah, but that's their own thing. So yeah.
Yeah, but.
No, I remember the shit, where was I? One of the first games I ever played. I never had a gun attachment for it or anything. I think the first COD I ever played was one on the Wii.
Really?
And Wii is not the console for Call of Duty.
No, it's not.
Like,
I assume it was like Black Ops 1 or World of War. Right?
I didn't remember, but I think it was World of War. I didn't even remember playing it because we had one of those.
Yeah.
One of those equivalents of like an R4 for a DS. Did you have those?
No.
The fuck is R4?
Oh really? Okay. Well, we had.
Yes. No. Yeah.
We had them. Plenty of kids had them when DS was popular.
Yeah.
They were essentially like illegal. I don't know who made them or who got them, but they were illegal little things that there'd be a cartridge you put in your DS and they'd have like 100 games on it. Because someone would just download them all illegally and put them on the one thing. You could play on your DS. Or this case, I had the same version before the Wii. And it was just... And I remember I played it on that. I played so many games on that. And I remember Smash Bros. we was on that, and that's the only way I played Smash Bros. Brawl. But I played so much of it because I loved it. But then, fucking I remember nearly about 90% of the time, as soon as you'd finish a battle, the game would just crash. It would just non-stop, almost always crash because because it was just like, hey, it was illegal and just garbage, so it wasn't very reliable at all.
And let me guess, George Child like mine was a persistent fucker who was
Yes.
determined on completing that game.
I did not. I played so much Smash. No, I restarted time after time, and every time I get lucky, it'd go to the next loading screen, and it wouldn't actually restart the 1 in 100. Like, yes, cool, I'll get one more game. I don't have to restart the console just yet. But I was just so fucking persistent, and it was so fun.
For me, like as you guys know, my mother had a lot of help exes, which are like if people to come in and like live and eat for work, in exchange for work. And one of them had a boyfriend, and he had a PS4. No, sorry, not PS4. I was like 7. He had an Xbox 360, and I wasn't too big into gaming then. I had a Wii. That was it. And he showed me Call of Duty, and he's like, I was only allowed to play it when my mum wasn't home. I didn't question it. So I was playing it, and I didn't know my mum was home, and she walked in through the door, and the door at the time was behind me. And
Yeah.
she came in at one of the worst scenes. I don't remember which COD it was, or if it even was COD, but it was COD, where one of the guys was being interrogated by getting a pipe shoved through his hand.
Oh boy.
Oof.
And I was like 7.
Oh no.
And my mum walked in, she's like, "What the fuck is this?" And she fucking lost her shit.
Yeah, I mean, you would.
And then I was stuck to playing Lego Harry Potter, which was also a banger.
Lego Harry Potter.
Harry Potter was great.
Those Lego games were classics.
Yeah, man.
Like
Lego
almost
Indiana
all of them.
Jones.
My one was.
Yes.
My main one was Lego Batman 2, I think.
Oh, don't.
We nearly 100% of that game, me and my brother.
Yeah.
We just played it so much because that had every superhero in it. That had all of them. One just had Batman characters, but 2 had every villain. Every Superman had the Flash. It had one. I mean, you just chose Superman every time because he just had everyone else's abilities, except for like maybe going a little bit fast. So sometimes you choose the Flash, but there was no reason to not choose Superman. He had just everyone else's powers combined and better. But yeah, those games were good.
Yeah, man.
So much of it was so good.
I completely forgot, but I actually had a Lego Indiana Jones 1 and 2 on the Wii, and it was the one time whenever I asked, my mum would say yes to playing it with me, because Indiana Jones was like her favorite fucking movie series.
Oh yeah, man.
And we would actually go through the entire game every week and play it again and again and again. Just because of how much we enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and,
that's rad.
trying to find as many like things for like the custom like character creator thing you can do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it was so fun.
Oh my god, yeah, that was mad. Wow.
Like
Yeah.
for me, bro, playing Skyrim on the PS3. Oh, I spent so many hours on that, and like the one thing I remember the most is when you're like, I had some friends over, and I was we're taking turns playing it. And I was walking just like along the ocean, and I saw this massive structure, and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is so cool. And then I could never figure out how to get in. If you guys have played, it's the College of Winterhold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys have no clue what I'm talking about.
No, I played some of it, but not much.
Okay, well, basically, it was just like the best feeling, bro. It was just like, I don't know, like I was stuck there for like a week, but there was a structure. It was cool, but I couldn't get in, and I was just trying to. Every day I came home from fucking prep or whatever I was in, and I would just walk around try to find an entrance. It took me like another 6 years to find out how to get in.
Jesus.
I eventually just gave up. I went to the backstory.
You were not in prep. Just saying.
Whatever.
Well.
Regardless, whatever.
Well, I was 9. Get off me.
Were you? Hang on. Oh, yeah. When did Skyrim came out? 2011, right?
2019.
Yeah, it's 2019, right? So that means it came out 8 years ago, right?
Mhm.
Right. 8 years ago, You were 8 years old. So
Not a
okay.
chill,
Okay, so you were in like grade 1. What the fuck, really?
Just the realization, and it's not that, like insane.
How is it that old?
It is
What?
It is.
So you know our ages, dude.
In my opinion, it's one of the best age games I've ever seen.
Yeah, people still say it. I mean, they still sell it on the Switch, and it's like how many years old,
Yeah.
They've
It's also-
remastered it like 700 times.
Yeah, exactly. Must be good. People say so much about it. It can't be. Yeah.
The other
I
thing I
still
don't
haven't
get.
completed it.
Yeah, that's because you suck, Joshua. Other thing is
Aw.
though, like I don't get why Skyrim has a lot. Or from what I've seen, I don't get why it has a much bigger following than Fallout does.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, because it's not far off from what I can tell. I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
they're
Because
not.
no, because the Elder Scrolls has been going on for a lot longer than Bethesda's Fallout
True.
series has.
True.
Yeah, I
Like
guess.
Fallout 3
yeah.
was the first Bethesda Fallout, and that came out around the same before Skyrim, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
like, I that's still I'm pretty sure it
Actually,
came out
did
in
it?
between. I'm pretty sure it came out between before Oblivion. No, sorry, after Oblivion, before Skyrim.
Um. Fallout
Definitely after Oblivion.
3.
I think.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Release date.
Mm.
So
I don't. Yeah.
and there'd been like what, like 3 or 4 other fucking Elder Scrolls games before that.
It was.
So they had a lot more time to gain a following.
Yeah. It was before Skyrim, 20th of October 2008.
Well, even
Wait.
so, I do think people just like that Skyrim game. People just think it's perfect. I haven't.
Oh,
People play it
it
for
is by no
non-stop,
means
over and
perfect.
over, mod it. But not perfect, but it's just I don't know.
It is
It seems so
It's an
just I don't know,
infinite game.
timeless and so
Yeah,
yeah.
the only reason why I would call it the Infinity game or some gay shit like that
Mm.
is because it has the best modding platform out there. You can mod
Yeah, people mod the shit out of
everything.
it. I remember I never really played it much myself, but there's this one. I think it's one of Donkey's biggest videos. It's called like Ultimate Skyrim, and he's got the one with Thomas the Tank Engine is like the dragon,
Oh, yeah.
and then you can hear in the distance you can choo choo. Then you hear choo choo gets louder and louder until Thomas the Tank Engine ramming into your face from the sky. And it's just pure insanity. It's just really bad.
Fun
And I haven't
fact:
played it.
Skyrim is actually $14.51 AUD on G2A.
Oh,
Is that legendary or?
No, I don't.
is that a transition?
That is a transition. That's the Legendary Edition, yes.
Okay.
Now,
Here we go.
obviously, fuck off. You guys know what's about to happen.
Hey, I mean,
I'm about to go on my fucking. I'm about to go on my
Okay,
fucking
Dan, this is where me and you hide, okay?
detective agency, alright? So, obviously, G2A is known for its bad business practices, alright? And
Is
for
it
those who
really?
don't know, G2A is it's a key seller. They get people sell their keys for games at cheaper prices than what it usually is on at other places. And because of that, it has a bad reputation because it kind of, fucks off the developers. Now,
yeah. Do you mind explaining? Because I personally don't even know how they do it. I just know they do it cheaper, but I have no idea how.
how they get the keys.
Yeah.
Right. So I actually created a huge theory about this. See, now, my friend, right, he started getting into scamming people because his friend started scamming people on eBay. He's like, "Yo, this would probably be I'd probably be able to do this in G2A, right?"
Yeah.
And so he started making a bunch of he sold 2 real keys, right? He sold Six Siege and fucking FIFA, right?
Mhm.
And so he then got his rating up to like 100%.
Mhm.
And then he started selling fake keys for $5 for different games. And within a week, he acquired $400.
Jesus.
And his
Well, so-
rating
so he's just
was
giving you-
still only 33%.
So he's just giving you what, like just codes that aren't real codes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. But then
Right.
how does the? Okay.
And what's hard to believe is that his account hasn't been suspended or anything, right? And he still has a 33% feedback rating.
Mm.
And he only sold 2 legitimate keys that both gave him good ratings.
Yeah.
Now, I thought this was weird, right? I thought this was super weird. Like, why the fuck hasn't he been reported, right?
Yeah.
But the thing about G2A is, chances are, if you're buying from G2A, you're buying from a 99% positive feedback bot, essentially,
Yeah.
that has like over 8,000 sales, right?
Mhm.
Because you don't want to get scammed yourself, right? And he's selling games at cheaper prices than them. And you gotta wonder, how do they get all those keys if it's like, because not all of them can just come from key generators.
Mhm.
So, the way I see it, all of those big fucking bot like 99% feedback people, they have masses and masses of bots buying out any keys that are being sold for cheaper than theirs. And they probably have like a 50% return rate on whether they get a real key or a scam key. And then they sell the real keys that they get for more for a bigger price, because they essentially have a monopoly on G2A.
Oh boy, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I mean,
And
I just,
it just
well,
it
I
just
mean,
makes you
I
wonder.
can't. The whole website can't run on that something like that, could it?
But I
No,
mean,
get 'cause
it
everyone
seems
had
like
it
the most
so cheap.
logical solution.
Well, I remember like I remember launch day. You can pre-order things on it. I pre-ordered Overwatch and got my key day one. Day it came out, and I
Right.
just downloaded and played it. But how the hell did I get keys
For
and get so
pre-order,
cheap? It was.
that could either be key generators or legitimate keys
How
that
do
they
you?
got.
Sorry, what's a key generator? How do you?
So there's these things that can generate keys for games based on like which platform you're getting it off. I'm not entirely sure how they work, and I could be very wrong. But I know they exist, and I know that's how a lot of people get their keys for G2A.
So are they
Just
illegal
Alright.
or?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like
Yeah, 'cause
like
how do you? Yeah, because I think they're selling them so much cheaper. So
yeah,
not only
so that
you,
they
you
people
wonder
buy
how
them.
much they're actually getting them for if they're making profit off that.
Yeah,
Like I remember like I said, I bought Overwatch off G2A. I think about the only time I've ever used G2A, and I think I bought it for like 50, 60 bucks Australian, which is fairly cheap because I think it was about normally 90 when it came out. Uh, so yeah, it's just it's crazy, and the fact that no one's really not people have looked into it, but no one's looked into it like legally and has shut it down or even threatened to, from what I can tell. You know, you'd wonder how it's still up because it's still thriving just fine, but it's
yeah.
so sus and so weird. You think surely someone's gotta, like the whole CS:GO gambling shit. That took way too long, honestly. But all of that was shut down in like a fat week because once it came out.
It just makes you wonder, like, how many scammers there are on G2A, or how many, yeah, and how many are making fucking so much money off
Well,
of selling keys to bots.
yeah, and
Because,
surely
as I
they're
said,
like,
my friend has $400. He's made $400 in a week. That's
yeah,
more than he gets paid at his fucking job.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's
And
just like, yeah,
because
it makes you wonder how the hell, like, doesn't the site have some sort of like feedback feature? Do they just
it,
know and just
no,
letting
no,
it happen, or what? Yeah,
the site in the TOS, right? They say that they hold no responsibility for if you get scammed unless you pay for G2A Shield, which is like an extra $5 more, right?
yeah,
Now, I would assume that
Sure.
the bots who are buying the keys, they would rather not pay an extra $5 for a $5 key and just
yeah.
take the risk, because again, it's probably like a 50%
Well, the
turnback rate.
thing is, G2A Shield that lasts forever.
It doesn't last forever. It
Not
lasts
forever,
per
but
game you buy.
you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I bought mine with that. I thought it was.
No.
Anyway, whatever.
It's per game you buy, and they in the TOS, I don't think they can actually take any legal action against you if you scam. So, the way I see it, unless you're scamming real people, there is no downside to this, because
Hmm.
like I think he's only ever scammed one actual person, because that's how he'd get down to 33%.
Yeah, cause yeah,
Because then
okay.
that'd be the only way that he'd get the fucking negative feedback, and the boss probably just wouldn't even bother doing it because it's fucking a waste of time.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's my theory
Anyway,
on
yeah.
the
Who knows?
underground
I have no
scamming
clue how it works, really,
of
but
G2A.
yeah, I have no clue how it works. But it's it's pretty weird. It's very weird. Ah.
Yeah, so that was boring. How about
Aw.
T-Series is like right up PewDiePie's
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. As of this moment when I'm recording this, which is probably like a week before it comes out, they are
He's at 96.
96,
Yeah.
96, which is less than 100,000. This is the closest it's been in a long, long time. I remember a fair few weeks back, like a month back now, probably. People thought it was over. People thought PewDiePie's just good because he was on to
Yeah.
like nearly 2 million ahead. I remember. I can't remember what happened, but I think for whatever reason, T Series just dropped off hard.
Yeah.
Also, for anyone that doesn't really understand what's happening, PewDiePie has been a top subscribed YouTuber on YouTube. He's most for years now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And this Indian channel called T Series, which is essentially every movie trailer mixed with every music maker in all of India combined in one channel. It's like if Warner Bros, Disney, and I don't know, Vivo all combined to make one channel, and they just uploaded every trailer and every song someone made, and essentially it's a dumb kind of war between the two on who gonna take over and become the most subscribed.
I mean, it is like kind of sad, but the thing is that it's literally just Indian Vivo.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah.
It's not like one person. It's a corporation.
No, that's the biggest reason people are, I think, getting behind it is because YouTube has become so lacking in actual
Content.
not content, but just in personality. 'Cause
Content.
YouTube used to be that place for people create things and people upload them and they're weird and they're whatever, and other people watch them, and that's
Yeah.
what YouTube was, and that was different. It wasn't corporate, it wasn't owned. But now you got Jimmy Kimmel, you got the
Yeah.
Rock's corporate. I love the Rock, but his videos made by some guy, and they're just companies, and they own every other media. They own TV, they own the movies. YouTube was like a one thing that any person could do, could be a massive one. And I think this is kind of our last strain of hope. Is that, come on, we can't let the number one thing be a corporation, even if it's this weird Indian music channel, right? No one really knows if you don't live outside of India.
Yeah.
we gotta stop them.
Everyone knows it now.
Yeah. But yeah, also just all the things that have come out of it have been so ridiculous and so funny. Like, people are paying millions for like ads, putting all over the houses, and but getting newer speakers and sending faxes that immediately make you subscribe to PewDiePie and unsubscribe to T Series.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy shit. But that's the internet for you.
Well, just aside, I actually love PewDiePie. Like he
No.
is
Oh
like
yeah.
I don't know. He's very good for the platform. Like even though he's like, oh no, he said the N word on a bridge in PUBG. What will we ever do?
Yeah, no.
It's
I think he's had his fair share of controversies and reasons to be disliked, and some of them I do believe are somewhat fair. But if you have any sense and you have watched and know his videos even somewhat well, he's not a Nazi. He's not a racist. He does stupid dumb things and that have an impression of a lot of people because they're subscribed, and I will say that. But if you know him somewhat, the reason people like him so much is everyone knows his personality, and I think over the years he's kind of gone from being completely just ridiculous and fake, and then kind of just putting on a personality, to now he's just genuine and doesn't even care anymore. He's just honest, and that's why people like him so much. And so that's just why he's so beloved, and also, I mean, he's hated for many reasons, but I think anyone that hates him is hates anything really. They're looking for reasons to it. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, but I be flossing.
Wow.
What? Why?
It is I hate it because I like I never really knew what came of that kid really.
Yeah.
But I thought it was one of those dumb. This kid's gone viral. Lucky him. Now he can just have a good meme and have a good time, like the Yodel kid or whatever.
That was actually good though. That kid's yodeling was insane. Not insane. It was good.
Yeah, and I even think he went a little too. Someone that thinks he did, but regardless,
Yeah.
you know, to see with the backpack, it's just become an absolute just retarded hype piece of its own genius song. Like what?
Oh, I don't know, man.
um,
You know,
whatever.
I actually know the story of how you and Cade met, Dan.
You don't?
Like,
Or
no, I
oh,
don't. And
oh,
I don't
okay.
actually know how long you've known each other. I just know that you've always been there,
I'm
as
trying
far
to
as I know.
think. Is there a way you can check on Steam like when you friended someone?
Yes. All I know is that there has to be a trade option. But all I know is
Yeah.
it's been for at least 4 years, and I'm pretty sure at some point I unfriended you, Dan, then I re-added you, so that wouldn't be
No, you haven't. According to Steam, we've been friends since the 17th of November, 2014. So that's nearly 5 years, or 5 years
Wait,
this
how
year.
did you
Holy
find it?
shit.
You can go trade with a person.
Oh yeah.
But do you want to tell it, Kate, or do you want me to tell it?
Um. Well, long
What?
story short, basically, we were playing some CS:GO as you do, still Silver One. And we, who were we with? Was it Kevin?
I feel like it would have been no, it would have been it was Kevin. I think it was just you and Kevin, maybe someone else. But I yeah, I remember we just met and we were just memeing and dumb at first,
Yeah,
Hannah.
yeah.
and then we just kept playing tons of games together. And our one like bit was that that was a
Batch.
badge.
Yeah.
And we you say it like that, you do that dumb the whole oh my god, just a card. Yeah, we did that for like hours upon hours, and we thought it was the funniest, dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, so Joshua, I've known you for almost 5 years too.
Yeah.
What?
Oh wait,
How
no.
did you get that from 2016?
Wait, that doesn't it say 2014?
No, that's how long you've been on Steam.
Oh, no. I've known you longer than that. I swear.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Continue.
But
Yeah,
no,
but
yeah, and
basically, uh, okay.
oh,
So me and Kevin were playing some CS and came across this little, dweeb with a blue and red, like really
oh god,
basic.
no profile picture. Don't bring that back. It's still up on YouTube. You can find
Wait,
that shit.
really? Oh yeah, in that
Like I have the
video.
old videos, so
Yeah,
I don't know if you're in it, but yeah,
I'm in a few of them,
yeah.
but I don't know. This is one game I remember we were on Cash, and for some reason I specifically remember being on B site. Random little things I remember for some reason.
Yeah. No, it
But
was so dumb, but it was
yeah.
so fun. And I remember chicken tendies for some reason was always in it.
What?
That was a big thing. You remember chicken
I don't
tendies?
remember chicken tendies.
There was this whole bit where we just talked about chicken tendies, but we all changed our profile pictures to pictures of chicken tendies, like KFC one.
What?
I don't know. Oh, actually, sorry, Kay. Yeah, I misread it. It's since 2016 only.
Wait, really?
That's still since 14th of May. Yeah, a few days before my birthday.
Oh yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah.
You're like,
Sorry.
oh, it's my birthday soon. And we're like, oh yeah.
Hell yeah. But no, it was so mad. I think you were probably the first, well, not only first online friend I've met, well, best, but also first, I think. And like I was a little bit, not on adding you, but just when I remember I took so long to work out your name with Cade.
What?
I called you the number pink for so long.
do you want to know how I got that name like back in the day?
Yeah, sure.
Really dumb, like, and really short story as well. I was playing on what was that fake comp mode called? Demolition.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like this was like before I actually got into comp. Like this was real early on in my CS:GO stuffs, and I was playing on that map with the bank.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think I
yeah.
remember. Yeah.
And it was me and this one guy, and we were carrying, and his name was the number 7.
Oh.
And
Okay. Yeah.
wait, no, sorry, the color 7.
Oh, okay. I'd
Sorry.
say you left the number pink.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then,
That was a shit story, Cade.
yeah.
0 out of 10.
Yeah, well-
Next story.
Year review.
But
Cade
Yeah.
and I met essentially the same way on CS:GO. Actually, no, not really. So Gab,
Yeah.
hey,
Gabaz,
Uh,
he taught my friends Nick and Harry how to surf, and
oh God, surfing.
through that connection, Nick met Cade through Gab, and then through that connection, I met Nick through Nick. I met Cade through Nick through Gab.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so we played a CS:GO game together on this fucking snowy map, and it was bullshit. Because
You mean Office?
No, it wasn't Office.
What?
It was this fucking snowy map that's never been in the game since then.
What?
Oh, okay.
Snowy
And
map.
we were playing with fucking, I think, Kevin, Sora, maybe.
Oh,
I don't know,
God,
Sora.
Patty.
Maybe it was Sora. I
Whoa.
don't know.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
this
Okay. This makes no
other,
sense to most people.
like
but, you know.
dark cat. I think it was Angry. I don't know. No. His name was like a fucking ninja or something. I don't know. But we're playing with him, and
I forgot my name.
and you instantly said that you fucking love my name. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, thanks. And yeah, no, that's how we met.
And you had the Cheshire Cat.
Yep,
Yeah,
I have a
the-
Cheshire cat
from,
as my profile picture,
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Last one.
which remains as my favorite cat to date.
It's a good cat.
It's a good cat.
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah. I remember because the first time. Well, I mean, I never had that before. You know, you always have the. Oh, don't play people online. People are rapists.
Oh.
You know
Yeah.
that mentality. Mentality.
Mentality.
Mentality.
Mentality.
My God. Yeah, and I remember I was trying to just like talk to my mom about you one time for whatever reason, because like I thought maybe we'd meet up one day, hopefully.
Oh no,
She's
we so will.
Damn, yeah, we still. That's crazy. We still haven't. Like that's absurd. But we were talking way back when about it, and I was like, "You gotta be careful with who's talking online. You don't know who this man is. Who is he?" I'm like, and I was trying to explain, because I knew everything about you. I know you're a real person.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, he's descending from Melbourne and yada yada yada. And he's like, "What you mean? He's from Melbourne? Oh, sure he is. And I'm like, Mum, listen, I'll get him to Skype us with his mum there or something, just to prove to you he's legit. We never had to, but you know.
Yeah.
And now she's really cool because I've been friends with you for so long.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, if he's a rapist and he's doing this much, just good on him at this point. Like that's dedication.
That's dedication.
That's really dedication.
Man.
But you just drop the and yeah, no, here
I
we are.
just dropped my
But yeah.
life-size female styrofoam head.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Fuck off with the segues.
I'm beautiful in this, aren't I? So, I have a life-sized female styrofoam head, and I got it at the dollar store while I was searching for a costume for a medieval party, and I also found 180 googly eyes.
But-
Now I put these 180 googly eyes on the head, and it now has a kind of hair of googly eyes.
Can you send us a photo so I can chuck it in on the overlay?
Yeah, because I have confusion. What?
Yeah, maybe later. But I also jammed a pair of scissors in the side of its head.
Oh my, why?
Okay.
Not because I'm a fucked
This
up
is
nigga,
psychomaniac
being,
stuff, dude.
but because I was curious as to how soft it was on the
Oh.
inside.
Joshua.
Now, that sounds bad.
Joshua.
No, but I can stick my
You didn't
finger in it.
fuck it,
and
did
it
you?
goes really far. So, it's scissors. It's a scissors. My dick isn't a noodle.
Joshua, you didn't fuck
No,
it,
I
did you?
didn't. I didn't.
Oh boy.
I had to come mouth
Oh
open for
boy.
that. But so I stuck
God.
I stuck a googly eye. I stuck googly eyes on its eye holes, and I stuck googly eyes on its cheek. and now it's constantly watching me, and it sits on top of my computer with its scissors in the side of its head, watching me.
That is
No,
quite
slowly.
possibly the worst.
Hey,
Um,
I think that was it, Chief.
Jeez, Chief. I don't think Chief can agree with you there. But wow.
I also stuck googly eyes on this stress ball I have. That has a smiley face on it.
Good stuff.
Actually, the other day I had googly eyes on each and every one of my fingernails and toenails.
Why?
This is a weird kink I'm not sure about yet, because I thought I knew
No,
most of them.
I
but
just
yeah.
had a fuck ton of googly eyes, and I still have a fuck ton. Look, they're over here. Listen to my googly eyes. I have too many fucking googly eyes. I don't know what to do with them.
Oh,
There are googly eyes on my monitors. I have googly eyes on the back of my phone. There are googly eyes in the little dent in my keyboard. There are some googly eyes on our Barry Allen fucking sculpture magnet that we have in our fridge.
Joshua,
Yes.
you need help.
Yeah.
No.
What?
I highly recommend seeing
That is
a
hilarious.
professional.
But
Googly eyes are great though.
I want just photos
No.
of your house now. This is gonna be like crime scene
so-
photos.
No, I put googly eyes on the mirror that's like to my right, that's like fucking 5 meters away.
Yeah.
And when I turn to look at it, the googly eyes are exactly where my eyes should be.
Oh boy.
It's great.
That's kind of the worst.
Nah, it's
Also,
great.
No, that's.
okay, let's
not great.
just move on. Just move on. I don't want to talk about that. That is the worst. But did y'all see that Spider-Man trailer? God
Oh my
damn.
god, yes.
I love Spider-Man, and it was.
I figured out who it was.
Oh, who was it?
So obviously there was fucking Mysterio.
Wait, okay.
And
Joshua, before you say who it was,
Yeah,
we should
what?
kind
I'm
of,
lost.
yeah, we should wait for that to last. Actually talk about the video first.
Yes, Spider-Man
sure.
trailer. If you don't know, like Spider-Man's like my number one, my main boy. I love
Same.
Spider-Man. He's the best. He's hard. Everyone loves him really, but
Yep.
he's just so good. And well, I'll talk about the Far From Home trailer. As good. I'm a little bit mad we didn't talk more about Spider-Verse, because Spider-Verse is outstanding, and I saw it like 4 times.
Yeah.
But it's just so good. But the new trailer just looks so neat. Spider-Man's going to Europe for some reason. Oh, he's on holiday, isn't he?
Yeah.
But
no,
just-
a school trip.
It looks, yeah. Well, it looks like just everything you'd want. Everything from the first one times like 11. Jake bloody Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. A bunch of cool and just neat stuff. It's like, what more could you want from a Spider-Man movie?
I don't know, but
He's getting with Zendaya finally.
I don't know about you guys, but fucking
I'm a sucker for that.
seeing Mysterio in like the box office is just amazing for me, because I always had so much trouble beating Mysterio in Spider-Man 2 on the PS2 while I was younger.
Yeah.
And I played, I versed him in like I read one comic with him in it, and some stuff like that. And there was no any real real life adaptation of him that I've seen at least.
Yeah, because he's a damn cool villain.
He really
Like,
is.
His whole I only half understand what his superpower is, but just his whole look
He
is
doesn't have
so
superpowers.
neat.
It's all tricks.
It's all just like it just makes it look like he's doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
But it's just so bloody neat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't wait until they actually finally do a.
and Jake Gyllenhaal's a mad lad.
What?
I said, and Jake Gyllenhaal's a mad lad.
Oh yeah. I can't wait till they finally do an adaptation of like Electro. Oh my god, I'm a terrible person. What's the doctor's name that turns into the lizard?
Not just straight up lizard. It's
Is it lizard?
No, it's not. It's
Reptile.
it's like he's got a name. It is just lizard, I think. But Kurt Connors is the.
Kurt Connors,
the
yes. It's
yeah.
Kurt Connors as the lizard.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Maybe wrong. I'll check it up after the podcast.
No, I think that's about right.
But oh dude, he's one of my favorite. He's just so cool.
He's freaky. Well, he was in Amazing Spider-Man 1, which I actually liked.
Oh my god, yeah, he was. I forgot about that.
1 I thought was fine. 2 was a hot.
Also
My least favorite movie of all time. But number 1 is okay. The Amazing Spider-Mans, but those
Yeah.
movies, whatever. But no,
in that new Spider-Man trailer,
yeah.
Cade was talking to me about how he thought he saw Sandman. I'm like, yeah, I mean, maybe it was
Well,
Sandman.
I kind of thought that too,
But-
yeah.
But
But then you see
I
he
don't
controls fire and water, so he's not.
Yeah, that's what I
right,
thought. Yeah.
right. But they're not actually the same thing, right? That's actually Magma Man, Hydra
He's your
Man,
fairy.
and Sandman. Right? Those
Oh,
are three
damn.
different people.
Oh, so
Okay.
Sandman. Oh, so it was Sandman.
Is that your theory? Or
However,
is this just...
this is the widely regarded theory. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I was told by my fucking super fucking geeky friend last night. However, they aren't the actual Sandman, Hydra Man, Magma Man. People think that they are actually just illusions. created
Yeah,
by
I heard
Mysterio.
this. Yeah. Mysterio's doing it like Syndrome style.
Yeah.
He's saying, hey, look at me, I'm a superhero saving the day, when he's really just creating the whole shit himself.
That'd be so cool. I hope that's the case.
But speaking of that, I've seen multiple like posts and reports that like, hey, look, Mysterio is doing Syndrome thing, what? And I just refer to that because people know Syndrome from The Incredibles. But like, he's been around since like the 1950s. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like in comics and stuff. Are you trying to tell me that Syndrome did it first and only now that's coming through? Like people, like it's dumb. But yeah, but no, I'm very excited for that. The only negative thing of that was, and I thought it would happen when that just the way the schedule lined up. But it kind of ruins that illusion of who's dead and who's not gonna die in Infinity War. Like everyone kind of knew, everyone really knew that Spider-Man wasn't gonna die, and half the universe wasn't gonna die.
Well, I mean, unless they spend millions of dollars making a trailer just so they make you think that they fixed the snap.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. You never know.
I reckon it's something they do.
Maybe, but yes, actually, I'd be mad. But no, that's like something my and a whole movie campaign for it, really. But no, I remember I was talking to my friend. I'm not gonna name him because maybe he doesn't want to be named. But he was very very.
No.
No, it's not. It's not something you guys know.
Sorry, I just wanted to be a dick.
Oh good. But no, he's a very casual movie watching fan, and it was almost intriguing. It was interesting because like his lack of knowledge of just everything, like enhances experience almost. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Like I was talking to him about it, and he's like, "Dude, I can't believe they killed everyone in Infinity War. Like, man, I love Spider-Man so much. I can't believe he's just dead. You know?" And he generally thought half everyone was dead, and I'm like, I didn't want to tell him that there's there's 100 million movies lined up, and there's gonna be trailers, and they're all gonna come out. Like, I know that because I'm a fan of it. But he's having a better experience. Like he generally thinks everyone died. How good is that? That you actually like.
I'm actually
not.
Imagine.
I had the Massive Effect hit me when I watched it, but like
same.
to have it still permanently. Well, now it's blown for the trailer, but to have that, I was like, huh?
Unless it was set beforehand.
Yeah, but still, it's just it's neat stuff. Yeah, and it was.
Imagine being that,
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, that's what that's the thing I think is the biggest on my little kids now.
Yeah.
Like, cause kids, I don't know how young you go. 'Cause some kids are smart enough, but it reaches a point where some kids are like, "Shit, did I actually fucking die?" And I'm like, "But it looks Spider-Man." Like, that would be traumatizing. I would cried for days after I saw that as a kid.
I actually almost cried when Spider-Man died.
I did.
I cried 4 times throughout that movie, 4 separate times.
Fucking hell.
No, I cried in the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I almost did because I realized
I cried when he died. When halfway through, spoilers for Infinity War, whatever. You should have seen it by now. When Gamora dies.
Wait, Gamora dies?
I was like, what? Did you watch everything but that bit? No, I cried when Gamora dies because her whole character, it's so harsh. And I'm a decent fan of the Guardians ones too.
She's probably dead.
Yeah, no, almost definitely, yeah. To be fair, you never know.
Almost definitely.
Well, the reason I thought, I mean, you can never tell now because who knows what the hell.
I think Loki is probably the one most likely dead.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's what I thought because he's died like 7 times.
Yeah, I think if they pull that bullshit again, I think fans will be.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if they're going back in time somehow, then
Oh yeah, true.
Then who knows what could happen? That's the thing. Um. But yeah, I'm still also, yeah. But like I cried on that one. That one, I think I cried. I might have cried just out of joy when 4 rocks up.
Yes. Oh my
Because I saw like the first session. It was open. For some reason, it was 10 a.m. on Anzac Day, and there was no midnight one. And so we went into the movie, and people lost their absolute shit.
Yeah.
Like people lost it when Captain America showed up, but people lost their minds when Thor showed up. People
Yeah.
would cheer. I'm pretty sure like half the people stood up because like fuck yes.
It was so epic.
There he is. You know, that's what I think is so great about Marvel movies.
Yeah.
As kind of cheesy as that is,
Yeah,
it's
I
so
definitely
fun.
agree. See, I reckon the only way they can do anything or even just defeat Thanos is to take him into a different universe, because each set of universes has their own Infinity Stones. So the Infinity Stones he has right now wouldn't be like, they'd be useless in a different universe. I don't know how they'd get to a different
Well,
universe.
that's the only thing. I don't know. Just like they can make it somewhat convoluted, because they'll have to if they're time traveling or whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna find a way that they do it somewhat simply without too overcomplicating it, because it's still very much for mainstream audiences and it's gonna make billions of dollars. And if you're doing that, you're gonna want to make it somewhat simple, because that's when because comic books are so out there, I can't base everything directly off them.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they're gonna do exactly. I think something time travel, but because apparently Captain Marvel could time travel or something, or I don't know. Ant-Man could steal the time stone. I just use that, and then
I
got
don't
no
know,
clue.
man. Well,
I don't
anyways,
know.
guys,
That's the good of it, because you're sure we know most of them kind of come back, but we don't know how. We don't know who. We don't know what's gonna happen at all. Like what?
we're going to be shocked. I can almost guarantee you that.
Yeah. What
Something bad is
context
gonna
have we
happen.
got?
Yeah.
And that trailer, no offense, that trailer was shit.
I haven't
That
seen
was
it.
just.
What?
Oh, it's nothing.
I
Honestly,
thought it was great.
I thought it was good, but it's really not a great trailer.
Like,
it's just
it didn't reveal anything.
no, which I thought was a good thing, but there's almost no point in releasing it. Essentially, they just show everyone and how they're reacting
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
months later, and everyone's
it
sad.
it just showed that, hey, here's some stuff. Have fun.
Yeah, these people are a lot.
But no,
Tony Stark's
I think
face.
mainly the point of the trailer was to confirm the name of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, which everyone
'Cause-
almost like already knew,
Oh,
because
I think most
because
people, I think most people still had it as Annihilation or the Last Avenger.
no, because Endgame was the most common one from what I could tell. No, because I remember the Russos, the guys that directed, they put a picture on their Instagram that said of like the set and said look closely, and with different like ladders and things they had lying around, they made it right Endgame kind of, and some of them were a bit iffy, but they were clearly it kind of said Endgame if you trace out in big red lines like all the accounts did, and I'm like, oh okay then, well then, I think it's gonna be Endgame. I didn't think they ever would, but I thought Avenge Us would be so mad.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Because they all died, and well, that's the whole bloody point of them. But they just wouldn't do that because then people get confused.
Yeah.
People are stupid.
Well, guys, sorry to just shit on your parade. We've been gone for an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that go so fast?
Yeah.
No,
Well, I guess we should probably close up now.
Yeah. Anyways, well, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and stop being cheesy, but yeah, this is just our little podcast. We have a Discord down in the description, and
Join if you eat pussy, or
only
don't.
pussy. If you like dick, get out of here.
No, you can listen.
No
listen,
girls
different-
allowed.
di- No, wait, no, we have a different
Hang on.
service for that.
Whoa. Wait. Why are we discriminating things here?
But, I'm just join if you're a mad lad, or not mad lad, or an average lad. Just
Anyways,
join.
Discord
So-
in the child. Discord in the description. And shout
I
out
accidentally
to.
closed Audacity.
That's
I
fine.
smell
I'm
like
probably not gonna use it anyways.
beef.
I smell like beef. We all queef. Good night, and thank you very much.
Bye.